My awakened ones, welcome to another day in the Matrix. Thanks for coming back to the channel. You already know what it is. On this channel we explore ideas, philosophies, strategies, theories to live a more conscious lifestyle. I asked you guys to send me some questions on Instagram and you absolutely flooded my shit, like hundreds of questions. So I basically got the best questions from that batch and I'm making it into a 4-part Q&A series, bro. Hopefully you guys are gonna learn more about me. I was about to say hopefully you guys are gonna learn something new, but there's certain brain busting questions in here that I know you're gonna fuck with. So keep in mind though, a lot of these questions I'm gonna make full-length videos about. If you hear a topic in here that you like particularly, you better send it in the comments. Anyways, let's get into it. Alright, question 1. How did you get into spirituality? I'm actually gonna make a movie on my life story so far, but the basic rundown is I had a very intense spiritual awakening, a psychedelic-induced spiritual awakening. And before that, I was in a very deep materialist paradigm. The materialist paradigm is basically the worldview that external pleasures give you happiness. And I think it's just to do with the fact that I was born and raised in a city where all I was kind of programmed to believe is the rich and the successful are happy and that's where you need to go to. But when it was made clear to me on that trip, on my spiritual awakening trip, that none of this shit matters and that I'm actually complete and whole already, that really changed how I was feeling, because while I had that spiritual awakening, I was broke as fuck, bro. I didn't have like no money to my name. I think my girl was supporting me at the time. That little trip that I had, that was the first time that pulled me out of my depressive state of being broke and being unhappy because I was broke. Like I fully thought that without material success, I was a failure, like a straight flat broke failure, when really that was just me getting caught up in the same mistake that so many of us do, the illusion of external life, thinking that if you don't have shit then you are not shit, when that is not the case. I essentially had to reinvent myself and install new belief systems within me that serve my soul instead of my ego. An example is rewiring my brain to choose peace and presence over pleasure. All of this is an ongoing process, by the way. I haven't actually rewired my brain to choose peace and presence over pleasure all the time, but I'm on my way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I don't ever want to show you guys that I'm a guru. I'm not a guru. I'm just someone that's on a journey, a spiritual journey, and I'm picking up knowledge and gems of information and I'm spreading it out to other people just in hopes of helping you with your shit. How to forgive your own past mistakes. You forgive your own past mistakes by realizing that you are not your past thoughts or actions or beliefs. If I was a genie and I came to you and I said, I have the ability to turn back the hands of time, would you want to change your past? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Can I please take the lessons too? Because in order to change the past, I need to get rid of your lessons as well. Oh, you want your lessons. So if you want your lessons and you don't want the experience, how is that gonna work? You can't have your lessons without unpleasant experience. The reason why people don't like, the reason why people want to forget their past, it's not actually the mistake itself, you know. It's reliving it in your head, because you see how your brain cannot comprehend the past or the future. It only knows the now. So when you think about what you had for breakfast, what happened last night, you are reliving it in your mind and you relive the feelings and thoughts of that same moment. When it comes to past mistakes, we have a certain thing for remembering the feelings that are attached at that time. So whenever we go back to that time, it's, oh, I fucking hate myself, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And you add so much mental turmoil to what is actually the situation. That's the illusion. That's the belief system that allows self-hatred to breed, because you're judging yourself or what you did. You know what I'm saying? My advice is just always remembering everything happens for a reason. Number one, a lot of people call that cringe, but it's so real. Any L is a lesson. It's not a loss, but you're literally learning as you go. If you were born with all the answers to life, this would be a dead journey, G. Imagine how dead it would be to be alive. Like, you just know everything already. The way that I was able to get out of that self-hatred and stop beating myself up for my mistakes all the time is by realizing you are what you do right now and you are how you respond right now. That more importantly, when we do this, it automatically stops you from judging your past and it makes it a lot easier to just accept what took place and move forward accordingly. I have a lot of knowledge on this subject, so if you want a full video, again, plug it in the comments, Nick. Explain the multiverse. Damn, boy, this Q&A juicy as hell, boy. This is a very complex theory that we know frighteningly little about. We can use Rick's portal gun as the perfect example for what the multiverse theory is trying to propose. If you don't know what Rick's portal gun is and you don't watch Rick and Morty, simply click off the video. I don't want you as a subscriber, get out, and then watch Rick and Morty and then come back and then subscribe. I'm joking, let me just explain. Rick's portal gun allows him to travel to different universes, dimensions, and reality. Now you're probably thinking, what other universes? Isn't there only one universe? Well, imagine every single time you make a decision, another universe is created where you do the exact opposite thing, and everything happens with you doing that action instead of the opposite action. If that were the case, there would be an infinite amount of universes, right? Because we have a choice for everything. I'm having a choice of doing these gestures that I'm doing. I'm having a choice of filming this YouTube video. There's so many choices we make on a day-to-day basis. It's just a complete infinite amount of universes out there. This is a theory that I actually like to believe. I don't really like the word believe, because that adds certain egotistical connotations. I'm always open-minded for new theories, but god damn, this seems plausible as fuck, like, don't you think? I guess this is only because I run on the belief system that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself. Every tree, every leaf, every worm, everything in the universe that's alive is just experiencing itself through that one lens, if that makes sense. And that's why I guess this seems possible. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? How can you raise your vibration so you can start manifesting? Okay guys, please remember that the highest vibrational emotion apart from enlightenment is peace, love, and joy. So just be happy. I'm joking. That's shit advice. If anyone's told you that, piss off, because it's easier said than done. No one can just be happy all the time. The key to manifesting is manipulating your vibrational state to get to what you want. So when I manifest, I'm pretty simple. I do the ask, believe, receive process. When I meditate, I have 10 minutes of being present and 10 minutes of visualizing what I want in the future. This is a specific, very, very intense visualization that I do, because I believe that if I see it in my mind, if the vision is there, then it's already mine. Time just hasn't caught up yet. I'd say do this when you're at a high vibe. So when you're feeling peace, joy, get yourself in that kind of mode, that mood, before doing the visualization part. So that is the ask section. That's when you're asking the universe for that, because I always say the universe always gives you what you want. The universe only works off your thoughts, feelings, and emotion. If all you're thinking is the future, and how that's going to unfold for you, in the positive way, then that's great. However, if it's negative, that's when the negativity starts to just kind of snowball, because you're basically asking the universe for negativity. That's what you're vibrating on. With the belief section, that's it. That's all you have to do. Once you put in that intention out there, you let it float into the abyss of the universe and know that it's coming to you no matter what. It's literally yours. Time just hasn't caught up yet. Have trust in the universe and in yourself that you can make this happen. The times you're in a low vibrational feeling like anger or anxiety, you can easily transmute that into desire and excitement. If you're, for example, like scared to fail, like there's something that I have, but instead of being scared to fail, use that fear as a propeller to push you from behind and get to your dreams. Use it as something that pushes you to achieve. And when things get too hard for me, get too much for me, I just say to myself, oh shit, I'm on a floating rock. Like, nothing matters, bro. I'm gonna die and no one's gonna remember me after, I'd say, maybe 3-4 generations. So remember, to never try is the ultimate fail. And the only true goal is to experience an intentional life. Big disclaimer here. If you are down bad at the moment, like you're suffering from depression or really, really crippling anxiety, please fuck all the goals and all the materialism shit. You need to get yourself right, bro. Like, that's the only best way I could put it. You get yourself right through shadow work, through studying the 12 laws of the universe, through understanding the self. We can't manifest shit if we hate ourselves. How is it coming back to London? And also, what's something you learned living in St. Lucia? So I'm gonna treat this as 2 questions. Number 1, how is it coming back to London? Short answer, depressing. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you guys, because you know I'm usually the positive guy. I'm just gonna be real. Ever since I've come back to London, it's like I've woken up from a bad dream, bro. I know that you wouldn't expect me to say something like this, but god damn, it's hard to stay in a high vibration in a city like this, bro. It's cold, it's wet, everybody's miserable, there's like no sun anywhere. Bro, it's 5 p.m. G. And what's crazy is when I was in Birmingham and in St. Lucia, there was nothing more. I wanted nothing more than to be back in my city. Like, I was born and raised in London. But bruh, I've realized since I've had my awakening, being here is so much harder because I can see all the low vibrational bullshit that's happening around me. The only thing that I can always come back to when I'm feeling low, yeah, is waking up, doing my gratitude, my morning meditations, and being in a position where I can wake up, create content every single day. Because remember, it wasn't like this all the time, motherfucker. Less than a year ago, I had a full-time job working 9 to 5. I'm so grateful I am out of that. Even just the blessing of me being able to get up, create something of meaning that is going to impact millions of people around the world. That is crazy to me, bro. Like, that in and of itself takes out all depression in my mind. And in answer to question number 2, what's something I learned while living out in St. Lucia? Less is really more. You don't need a lot to live a happy and fulfilled life. It's more about cutting than adding. Like, a lot of people don't realize that we're always here fucking stumbling over ourselves to try to find happiness somewhere, in the next person, in the next object, in the next car, in the next this, that. When are we just gonna realize that it's within ourselves, bro? I was out in St. Lucia, yeah. I just felt so grateful and blessed to be in that position at that time. Like, I didn't have that much material possession around me. I wasn't going to extravagant luxury spas or blah, blah, blah. I was just literally just in St. Lucia in my auntie's yard. I also realized that I want to travel the world and make a vlog out of it. But yeah, that's for the next conversation. Can you use manifestation to change the past? No, bro. There is no past, bro. There's only an ever-changing present moment. And even if you was to try to change the past, it won't work because there's nothing to change. Everything is in perfect order. Anything that happened before happened for a reason. There's no reason for you to want to change that. The law of attraction means to work with the universe as a good friend. If you're trying to change the past, it means you don't trust the universe, so you're literally just contradicting trying to manifest anything. But whatever happened for a good reason, for you to evolve, for you to change. Like I said before, if you want to erase your past, you want to erase your lessons too. For anyone that's watching this right now that wishes they should change their past, just realize that you are severely blocking your blessings from the universe. The universe does not recognize the past or future, bro. It only lives in the here and the now. I think it's our human mind that likes to create so much unnecessary problems for itself. So practice some mindfulness meditation, practice being in tune with the ever-changing present universe, and soon when you keep doing that, you're gonna realize that you have always been divine and there was no reason for you to change the past because they were all lessons to get you to a certain point. Why do you believe in astrology so much? I thought it was like fake religion. Bro, I'm gonna say this one time. I don't believe in anything, bro. Life is a whole dream. When I say I believe in something, I mean I believe in something, as in it's manifesting as true within me and my universe. You have your own universe and what you believe will manifest as true. That's why I say life is a dream. Don't get fucked up. I mean, our life, our waking reality is no different from the dreams we have in our bed. Why? Because the things people believe will manifest as true every single time. Maybe not as true in other people's universes, but in their mind, which all that matters to them is their mind and their perception, that will manifest as true. If you're Christian, the Christian religion will manifest itself within you. If you're Muslim, the Quran will manifest its truths within you. And that's because reality is simply a projection of your own mind. It's your subconscious mind and your conscious mind coming together and painting a picture of reality. Since we're on the topic, the Anunnaki was said to create the pyramids in alignment with the stars. Anyway, call it what you want, but I choose to implant belief systems that serve me. Not because I believe in astrologies and crystals and angel numbers as an absolute truth like the sky is blue, but because whenever I see 222, I think that I'm on the right path. And whether that's the case or not, I feel like I am. And that's like 80% of manifesting what you want in the future, just the feeling. Like the shit makes you believe in yourself so much that it feels like the things you want to manifest are already in your possession. And that is literally the key to manifestation. For example, when I was growing my TikTok page from 0, I saw 222 every day leading up to the days when I posted the videos that blew up my account to 1 million. Whether angel numbers are real or not, I don't care. That happened as a result of me believing in them. Believing in astrology, for example, makes me feel like I'm more than just a small organism on a floating rock, which I'm not. I'm divine consciousness. I'm a small, interconnected part of the universe's story. All beliefs are the stories that we tell ourselves, and I just choose to make mine serve me instead of unconsciously hinder me. You know what I'm saying? Alright, last 2 questions. Tips to grow a TikTok account. Perfect segue into this question. As you already know, I got like 2.1 M's on the TikTok. Along the way, I've definitely picked up a lot of tips and strategies that will turn the average Joe into a TikTok sensation, but I usually just help family and shit. Like, I don't charge, so I'll just tell you what I know, innit? Before I give you my tips, there's a few preliminaries that I need to kind of like drive home. These preliminaries need to be in place before any tip or trick will help you. The number 1 preliminary, yeah? Consistency, porcio. And look, this is coming from someone that is not that consistent on YouTube, and rightly so. I don't have 10k yet on YouTube, but I have 2.1 million on TikTok. I would have 10k on YouTube, but I choose not to put in the time on YouTube instead of TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying? But coming up on TikTok, I was posting 3 times a day. Like every day, minimum once a day I did, but I didn't miss a day because I felt momentum is a strong factor when it comes to algorithm and when it comes to growth on TikTok. When you're new, you really just don't know what's gonna catch fire. Like, you don't know what's gonna go viral. You might think this one will go viral when it really gets like 12 views. You think this one's gonna do shit and it gets 2.1 M's. It's really just a roller coaster. So what's gonna happen is you just need to be pumping out content, but then using your brain to see the patterns. Like, you have to see the patterns between it and read between the lines of, okay, cool, my audience likes this, the algorithm likes that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you kind of gain your own tips. If you don't follow this rule of consistency, there's really just no point of looking at the other like tips that I'm gonna give you. Preliminary number 2 is patience. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's heard that saying, and it's very true. Nothing worth having takes a short time. For me, honestly, I have 2.1 million on TikTok. I didn't think I was gonna be here, bro. I went from 200k to 1 million in the space of a month. And that's just from me being patient and posting every single day, and me having such belief in this vision of me being big on TikTok that I quit my job. Not even quit, I got fired. And I still was like, it's calm, I'm just gonna keep posting. And between that time, hey, guess what? TikTok decided, or the universe decided, to gift me with 1 million followers. From 200k to 1 million in a month. And that happened from just being patient and just sticking to the process. That's a big thing, man. Anyway, let's go on to the tips. Tip 1, I'm probably gonna get some hate, but reinvent viral videos that are in your niche. There's a quote that goes, good artists imitate, great artists steal. And I can't lie, it's very true, bro. Even though I make my fair share of original content, and 100% you should find your unique voice and style on whatever platform you're on, but nigga, steal content and make it yours, bro. Do you know how many millions of views I've had from just copying someone's something and then making it my own, and boom, you know what I'm saying, 1 million views, easy. When something has been tried and tested to get followers and get engagement, and also you agree with whatever the content is, and you think it's a good fit for your brand, please, bro, remake it and share it with your audience. I've literally had people steal my whole series word for word, but do it in a different language, and they're getting millions of views, and I'm not mad at it. I can't speak French, and I can't even lie, it gets mad viewage. Like, tip number 2, experiment. Just experiment. When you're starting out, you have to just, like, remember, I never started out as a spirituality and consciousness page, bro. I started out as a comedy page, and everything just fell into place beautifully. Starting out, you're never gonna know what you want to make, and you're never gonna know what your future audience wants. So when you're starting out, just do all different types of shit. I did comedy, I did like facts stuff, like top 10 craziest moments, shit like that. Like I don't know, I was just having fun and just seeing what would work for me. And over time you're gonna find out what works well and what doesn't work well, but you just have to kind of be switched on for that. And I'd say this tip is definitely essential, because the whole reason people become content creators is to create something that they love and create something that they want to actually do. So if you're in one niche and you hate it and you want to get out like I was, do it. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in doing it just for the money or for the views or for whatever if you're not enjoying it. I kind of had to relearn all of my kind of tips and strategies for a spirituality page. But that was all worth it now, because I believe that I am making an amazing impact on the world. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, just play around with your niche and you'll find out, and you'll find Wagwan. All right, last question for this one. How do you break the matrix? Oh, amazing question. So for you guys that's not familiar with my content, I'm currently making a series called Break the Matrix, or Escape the Matrix. And it's based on this concept that we are being manipulated into a fake way of living made to control us. They've done this by programming our parents and grandparents' belief systems, mostly through mainstream media and through school, and teaching them a way of life that would one day be passed on to us, and we will pass it on to our children. And please remember, back then there was no internet. Like, the only information they had on how to live correctly was either through A, the Bible, or B, the media, who are owned by the very people who are trying to control us. Now, who are these people? Who are they? Some would call them the elites, some would call them the 1%, some would call them reptilian overlords, but mostly everyone agrees that the richest people in the world have exploited the majority into a life of servitude without us even knowing. Breaking the matrix is about unlearning the bullshit that you've been programmed to believe through your parents, through school, through the media. Beliefs like do not question authority, or you are at the mercy of life. That's all BS, bro. You should question how things are. You do control your reality through your paradigms and your thoughts. Breaking the matrix is about being a deep thinker, being a revolutionary, being a contrarian. It's about not taking everything you're presented with as fact and doing your own deep research within yourself as well. Breaking the matrix is a lifestyle, bro. And I plan on talking about this a whole lot more, man. We have a clothing line coming out for those who want to represent this way of life. I'm planning on making a book about this. But yeah, break the matrix, innit? But yeah, man, I think this is a perfect way to end the Q&A. Thank you for watching till the end. If you're a real awakened one, for real. I got so much in store for you guys, man. I'm actually gonna take YouTube as first priority now. I usually have a priorities list for my content, and TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. YouTube has been moved to the top. So please let me know any video ideas you guys want me to do in the comments. Let me know if you want me to do a weekly Q&A, because I really enjoy doing this shit. You better slap up that like button. You better subscribe. And yeah, man, I love you. KAIZEN out, baby.